Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our course overview in Accounting 205. When you open the course in Canvas, you'll see this home page, and initially you'll see recent announcements here. And as you scroll down, you'll see that we have these convenient little buttons that take you to the various modules in the course. So you can go to this link here, modules. I'll do it real quickly just to show you. And that takes you to the first module here, which is course information. We'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to go back to the home menu here. And you can see that that's where we started out when we opened Canvas. And then you can do the same thing here. This button will take you to course information, and away we go. Okay, so the other things that are interesting, this would also take you to course information. Here's some information on me, some student guides if you're unfamiliar with Canvas and you want to do that. I couldn't resist to throw in Students Improve Through Tutoring. I hope you'll take advantage of my courses, my course questions and answers on Saturday morning. And then here's the information on our course. So let's work. You'll see this says navigate the course down through the modules. And that's the easiest way to do this course. We'll start here with the course information. And here it comes, course information. I have a lovely welcome aboard message for you that tells you good ways to get started. Little welcome mat to make you feel welcome. And then here's some links to my biography, etc. Back to the home page, course information. And it tells you a little bit about the course. So as it says, although the class doesn't start until June 16th, this is going to provide you all the information that you need to get familiar with the course contents, the navigation, expectations, and the better you are at that, the more likely you are to be successful. So as I say, as we get started, use these modules link in the home page that will take you to the various places in this course. And I'll let you read this on your own, but again, I have my some information here on Canvas and more information here on those tutoring sessions. And although there's a little announcement on how to do that, you'll see this link here called Tech Connect Zoom. If you click on that on Saturday morning, you will see that what comes up are these dates. So here's our first Saturday morning session. And all you need to do is press the start button and away you go. So if I go back home for the moment and I go down to course information again, and you can see here's the syllabus and the course organization videos, which we're doing right now. They haven't been, my old course videos are here, but they are basically the same with that I will populate this once I publish the course. But right now I'm making those videos, so I can't do that. So if I go back home and I go to course information again here, and away we go. So down we go. Here is some very good information from Wiley, how to use the Wiley information. Again, my introduction and biography, you can read that at your leisure. Here's some basics that I've included from Accounting 101, how to do debits and credits, accruals, closing entries with the butterfly chart, and away you go. And each module has one of these wrap-ups, so I'll show you how they work real quickly. They're not all that difficult. difficult, they tell you you've completed the module, and then you can go to the next module by using this Connect Next button. And away you go. And so I'm going to do it this way because I don't want to go through all of that. I'll let you do that on your own and go back to course information. And we have college resources and information. And Santa Ana College has oodles of extra resources and the like. You can read about those on your own. Here's general course information about how things work, Canvas information if you want some help from Canvas. Probably not going to need much of this, but it's there if you do. And how to do online, if you want to take a little course in online, etc., it's all here. And then other policies and resources that you might want to participate in. Here's the DSPS office that I talked about in the syllabus. Okay, so as we move down, there's also NetTutor. That's a third-party tutoring service. If Saturday mornings aren't good for you, NetTutor might be a nice option for you. You do get some extra credit points. Not as many as you get from me. You get a point for every hour you spend with these NetTutor tutors. Okay, so now we move into the modules. You can see that this is all laid out very nicely for you, very consistent with the course assignments by due date that we went through in the syllabus. So here they all are, and it tells you what dates they're due, generally midnight on the 17th. So this is Tuesday. You want to jump on that right away. Then you have some of these instructional videos that I have. I'll open one just to show you. And here is the Chapter 1 instructional videos. They're about 15 minutes each, and you can go through those at your leisure. So, maybe not your leisure, but to really understand what's going on. So if I go back to Module 1 again, okay, here's our instructional videos. The PowerPoints that I lecture from in the instructional videos are included here. And then here's our exercises. These are our regular point assignments, exercises, IFRS, problems, and then we have the extra credit also laid out in date sequence. So you can see these extra credit assignments are here as well. So all you have to do is follow the module down, jump from one category to the next. Don't confuse assignments with extra credit assignments, because you can see this adaptive learning for Chapter 0 is done before this exercise on June 18th. Okay, so now what we do is we just continue to work down the modules, as you see how this works. And then here is exam number 1, opening on June 26th, and then it's due by June 29th at midnight. There's some instructions here on the exam, and I'll let you read those on your own. And so what you would do then is you would follow this. There's 8 modules total in the course. And then once you get to the 8th module and you complete that, there's one little item here. This is totally elective. There's no points or anything. I'm only going to hold it if there's interest, but you would request that by email, and then we would start that on the 10th, basically, after the exam has been done. So if you wanted to review the exam, it's there for you. Okay, so now let's go back to announcements here. Before I'll go in order here, the Wiley Plus resources. There's tons of Wiley resources here. You won't get instructor resources, but there'll be lots of resources that you may want to use for whatever in the course. very, very thorough uh, in that regard. So I'm going to get back out into the modules here. And now we'll go to announcements real quickly here. And in announcements, you're going to see I will publish these announcements, and you'll know if it's published by my little picture here. But here I talk about, you saw the welcome and getting ready announcement. But here, the value of my tutoring session, how to attend my tutoring session, and then here's some old accounting 101, 102, 205, 206, and a whole bunch of other videos that are available. I'll open this real quickly and show you. You can subscribe for free to my YouTube channel here and get all those resources, and you can use them well after this course and the next course are over, or use them to review for certain parts of this course that you may be a little weak on from 101, and away you go. And it's very, very helpful. Here's the syllabus. I think you all know what that is. And this syllabus is we just went through, so it's here for your viewing pleasure. Again, I would make a copy of page 14 and 15, the course assignments by due date, so you can better have time management be on your side during the summer. And then we have grades. I think you're pretty familiar with Gradebook in Canvas. And here, I can open that because this is what I see. Yours will be just for you. But here I will see everybody's grades as we go through this course together. All right, so if I go back here, we probably won't be using much. I left the Office 365 there in case you need to download some information from that. And away you go. Okay, there's also some links over here which are not terribly useful for this course, but they're there, part of Canvas, and away we go. Okay, the most recent announcements will be published here in the home page. So I hope you'll take advantage of playing around with the course a little bit before it starts. Get your textbook ordered, get familiar a little bit so everything is good to go. Once the course starts, you can work ahead if you like. And that way, if some unexpected thing happens during the course, you're well ahead of things. Okay, I will go back then, and I think that concludes my course overview. If there's any questions at all, please email me. And if it's more urgent than that, please phone me. I welcome phone calls. I have a little cell phone, and if I'm not available, leave a voice message, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I possibly can. Okay, that concludes the course. Hopefully, I may see you via Zoom on Saturday mornings, but otherwise, this course is, as you know, is fully asynchronous, and it's the first semester of a 2-semester series. So we shall go from there. Until we meet again, bye for now.